What is going on, everyone? Darkscheme here. Hope you're all having a good day. And today's topic, I actually wanted to revisit a video that I started and kind of led a small discussion, and now that discussion seems to have flourished a little bit, and that is Halo weapon starts. Now, Halo weapon starts has seen a different variety from game to game, and as the game has evolved, you've seen different types of weapons being used. But in the competitive scene, the staple weapon was the battle rifle. Ever since it was introduced in Halo 2 Classic, it has been the weapon to use, and whether it was at the start of a competitive scene of a new Halo game, at the end, it ended with the battle rifle being the weapon to use as utility, and at the same time, just the weapon go-to. Now, the reason I am bringing this up is because the Gamescom Invitational was this past weekend, and with it, Epsilon Esports from Europe ended up taking that tournament. Congratulations to them on their big win. We saw a lot of interesting gameplay, and as we saw gameplay like this come out, it started a discussion on the forums of TeamBeyond.net, and it's a great discussion. I think a lot of you will be surprised at how many professional players and even competitive players looking to start up in the Halo Championship Series, how many of them want different weapon starts and are agreeing to different weapon starts, moving away from the traditional battle rifle. Now, some of these reasons are very interesting, and the biggest is that within the Invitational, we saw a lot of professional players sticking to the pistol and not really looking for a battle rifle on the map. Sure, there were battle rifles on maps, but the variety of weapons in every single map was interesting to see, and it was also interesting to see professional players in an environment where they were learning a completely new game and seeing what worked and what didn't. Now, with this, a lot of players stuck to the whole pistol rifles starts, which was the assault rifle and the pistol in the front pocket, and with them, they would only ever really pick up the power weapons, of course, let alone the plasma caster. I feel was the only weapon that wasn't really picked up as much because the skill gap to pick up that weapon and use it efficiently is not there yet. I feel like a lot more players need to use it. But another weapon was the shotgun. Now, the shotgun was extremely powerful. Of course, it seems like the shotgun has already been looked at and toned down. And it also seems like the version of the game that these professional players were playing on was an older version, about 4 months old, and hopefully we can see a lot more of a different weapon variety away from the shotgun, because it was extremely powerful. You would go around a corner and you were essentially dead if there was somebody with a shotgun out, even if it was 30 feet away from you. Now, the biggest reason I bring this up is a lot of players had one main weapon that they would pick up, which was the shotgun and the power weapons, and one other weapon in their back pocket. Now, most of the time, this was either an assault rifle, a submachine gun, or a pistol. And the reason people stuck to the pistol was because, not because they couldn't get a battle rifle, not because they couldn't get a DMR, but because the pistol was just extremely powerful, very easy to shoot, and at the same time, a little bit better rate of fire. Now, the magnetism on the weapon seemed like it did well, but at the same time, this was Halo 5 Guardians, so the magnetism isn't like it was in past iterations of Halo. So it is tougher to use, but it is still rewarding to use it. And I feel like a lot of players are finally seeing how different the battle rifle is in Halo 5 Guardians and how they should move away from this weapon because of the inclusion being one of the weakest rifles in the game is actually pretty interesting. I think it creates a dynamic environment where a lot of people want to stick to the battle rifle, but because there are different weapons and better weapons on the map, they'll be forced to use these weapons instead. So, as far as this forum goes, it goes into a discussion of what people would prefer as a starting weapon. Of course, there's the traditional pistol and assault rifle combo, or other people would prefer an assault rifle nerf to the weapons, and to be honest, I feel like an assault rifle nerf would be a little different to the game. I feel like 343 would probably not want to nerf any types of weapons. If anything, they would probably bring weapons up to par to do as well as the assault rifle. Some people feel like the assault rifle shreds through enemy shields way too quick, Same thing with the submachine gun, but I also feel like other weapons should just be as powerful as these are, because the game of Halo 5 Guardians is all about mobility now. There's different abilities to do different things, and with sprint and thruster pack within the game, I feel like movement out of the range of fire should be a good thing. If you're getting shredded by a team, I feel like it also means that you are in a bad spot on your own, and if you die, it is your fault. And the only way to outplay that, or to really get out of that, is to use your mobility to its full potential. Now, another different idea was actually increasing the pistol for a 4-shot kill, just like the battle rifle, and having that as a start. So it's pistols and AR assault rifle in the back pocket. Now, I like this idea, but at the same time, I feel like this would actually remove the battle rifle's use in the game completely. So I feel like the pistol to its full potential, somebody brought up, would probably be increasing the rate of fire for the pistol and still keeping it a 5-shot kill. I feel like that would probably be the best. The pistol would still have its use close up and in mid-range. While the DMR is still on the map, it is still a 5-shot kill, and it's better at long range and mid-range fights. So if anything, the pistol and the DMR could compete against each other in the mid-range firefights, but it would not completely negate each other having the weapon in your hands. Now, this was definitely a very interesting discussion. Of course, there is the traditional having a battle rifle as your start only, and it looks like a lot of people are actually looking to shake things up and change things around here. But that is pretty much it for me today. Hopefully you guys found this interesting. Hopefully you guys can check out the forum discussion. There is a nice long read for pretty much anybody who is looking at the weapon starts and why people would prefer certain things. And let me know in the comment section what you guys would prefer as weapon starts in Halo 5 Guardians. Pistol and the AR starts was always awesome. It's been the tradition. Or are you more of a traditional competitive player who really just likes that battle rifle start to keep things the same? Let me know in the comment section. I'd like to talk to you guys a little bit about that. And as always, I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.